Come on, baby, light my fire.
Yeah.
All right, I think we are live today. Sorry
There
to
we
anybody who
go.
tried to tune in yesterday. We were in the vortex. I was like, Mercury's not even in retrograde, but we are coming up on the full moon, and lots of energy has been building and stirring. And I'm so grateful for this midweek reset with our
Thank
self
you.
care doula, Anna.
Thank you.
We are going to be canceling the sound healing for tonight just because it's such a beautiful day. We want people to get out and enjoy the weather. Matt doesn't want to be stuck in here tonight. This Friday night, we're actually having a birthday party for a member who it's kind of a private party, but if you know, you know. I think we're going to get together between 7 and 7:30, and we're going to play Cards Against Humanity. So that reminds me, if you are a member and you are looking for a safe space to have a little party, whether that's a workshop, whether that's, it could be your birthday, small anniversary, small wedding, funeral. We are available to, we can use the space, we can offer up our knowledge, our sacraments, and share with each other. It is harvest season, pretty much is almost upon us. So this is a great time to share your bounty. In the newsletter this week, I am going to be reaching out to the members asking what else you would like to see here. We were talking about doing some game nights. We're talking about doing some karaoke, to bring the members together and do some more fun stuff. Not everybody wants to go out dancing to techno music, though. Thank you, everybody who did come out last Friday, because it was exactly what I needed. That DJ was like, honestly, that
I'm
drum and bass is like the
sure.
heavy metal of EDM. It's like everyone's
Ah,
just like head banging, and it was exactly what I needed to like
I
shake it off.
really wanted to be there, but I couldn't.
It was awesome. So this week we have a private birthday party. Something that we have brewing for November 1st, which is the day after Halloween. We've decided that Soul Saturday, which is going to be with DJ Mike Said, coming all the way down from Scarborough, Maine, actually where my mom grew up. It's going to be a Halloween party. It's going to be a dress up party, and it's going to be
Yay.
all ages. And I don't know, maybe we'll do some bobbing for apples, or we'll get some
Oh.
little games and activities going. So yeah, if you have a business and you want to promote and maybe come up with like a little gift basket or a gift certificate, we could certainly have a best costume contest. I know Marlene is famous for being a judge and getting on the mic here, so maybe we'll do a costume contest. I was actually going to reach out to Jack and see if he wanted to bring some of his reptiles down, because how
Oh.
spooky are some of those snakes?
Yep.
Right? And he's
Yep.
been wanting to promote his business. So again, another benefit of membership is that we are a network. We try to keep it in house, right? Like if we have a plumber, if we have a roofer, a plumber, why not keep it internal? And I keep saying I'm going to do this. I really need to get on it, making like a directory for all of us. This Saturday, for Soul Saturday, we have Jay Phonic, and then the following week we have DJ Donuts. So thank you again to DJ Frantic and to Reverend Jay for coming down every Saturday on their day off, and setting up the stream. And if you can't be here at 63 Washington Street, you can join us on Twitch TV. So it's an app, or you can go onto your browser, twitch.tv slash PCSM Church. That is also our handle on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So speaking of handles, how do people find you, yoga therapist lady?
Yogi underscore DePaz on Instagram. That's my handle. That's my yoga therapy and my yoga and yoga therapy space. And I'm actually going to start talking about meditation because I'm going to be putting out an online meditation program soon. It's already written. It's already been approved. I got my green light, and actually I'm teaching it already, but just the whole online thing, I think I'm going to be doing that kind of offering, and I can even bring it here, so that might be something that if you guys are interested in learning how to meditate, I teach an 8-week course that takes you step by step, meeting once a week for an hour. It's 5 minutes of increments of time that we lay out each week, and each week layers on top of the previous week, so you're not just randomly
So that's
going
like
into it.
online.
So that is in person right now,
Oh.
but that is the online program. Yes, it's going to build for 8 weeks, and by the 8th week, you're going to feel comfortable enough that you probably already have a practice going on. So I teach you the science behind it. It's all science backed. I'm also certified in meditation for the real world, which we need.
Yes, and Swanson. I still need to finish that course, by the way.
And yeah, and it's been I've had awesome feedback on that, so I'm ready to bring that into the world.
And speaking of finishing courses, we also have Charlene Craig in the house.
Yes.
And Charlene has been working with me now. Well, for one thing, she was my neighbor in Rockland. Like, she lived near my shop. And then I moved shops, and then she moved apartments, and she was my neighbor again. So we're totally meant to be. Charlene is a certified health educator. She has a particular niche when it comes to Lyme disease due to her own experience. So if you're looking for a coach, if you're looking for alternatives, she's an amazing resource as far as nutrition, herbalism, what else can you be doing and bringing into, it's like a very complex and dynamic, disease, as we all know. It's one of the only things in life I'm actually afraid of. And I know that there's so much mental, stress that goes along with it. People will become sometimes even like agoraphobic. They don't want to go back outside. Depression sets in, when you are in pain and when you lose your freedom, like a lot of those mental health issues also arise. So Charlene is here today, and if you are interested in getting in touch with her about her coaching and consulting, you can reach us at this point through the PCSM. Like, you can just send me a private message, like respond to a newsletter. Maybe we'll put you in the newsletter this week. That's what we'll do, so people know how to get in touch with you. And then soon you'll hopefully be able to book her out through Irie Bliss. So yeah, we love supporting our local community, mothers, athletes, healers, energy workers, and a lot of dudes in the trades. We're so blessed to be able to have such a dynamic group of people. And so, like I said, a lot of us are looking for a side hustle all the time, and in a way that we can be helpful and supportive to each other. So again, I bow to you because I know the hustle is real, and this is why we do this midweek reset to reclaim the balance in our nervous system. But today, particularly, you wanted to talk about toxicity.
Toxicity. Yeah, I often talk about, I'm definitely a specialist in the nervous system. That is my jam. And toxicity is when you start to, all right, so throughout the year, we're doing lots of different things. You may be doing yoga here and there, or running, or doing this. Or maybe you have a routine. Maybe there's no specific routine. So toxicity in the in the aspect that I'm speaking of, toxicity, that there's all sorts of different things. There's chemicals, there's toxicity in the foods we eat, because of chemicals and all of that. There's emotional toxicity, and there's environmental, emotional, and physical toxicity. Environmental.
Does environmental mean the energy of the other humans around you?
Yes, it could be.
Because that can be, protecting your energy is a big deal.
That's part of the energetic toxicity. The emotional, the subtle body is all the energetic body toxicity, the physical body, and the environment around us. So all of these toxicity can be kind of sneaky, because as we eat, ama, which is in the Ayurvedic terms, ama is AMA, which is a toxicity that accumulates in the body, and it's actually the residual of things that we cannot digest that builds up in the body. So I'm going to be cycling just like fall, going into fall, and actually I'm heading into a cleanse. So once you start to feel the fatigue, you don't know why you're feeling tired, you're feeling heavy.
Can you tell us what the cleanse is? I need to know.
Oh, the cleanse?
Yeah, like what are you doing exactly?
Clean eating. Begin with clean eating, because I don't do anything from night and day. It never sticks to do like one thing, a big drastic thing. I like to ease into my cleanses. So I start to, I've been eating lots of pasta, I've been eating lots of meat. So I start to simplify my diet, and actually I'm going to start having a little bit of oatmeal in the morning, everything cooked, that is easy to digest, dark leafy greens cooked. I'm going to remove my salads, which I love, my Caesar salads, but no dairy, no meat, no wheat. So all of the things that are hard to digest. If you know that you have, okay, so I know
what
I
about
have
alcohol, sugar, coffee?
Same. No alcohol, no sugar. Minimal
You didn't
coffee.
mention those things, but those
minimal coffee
tend to be my...
There are some people that won't give up the coffee, and that's okay, but I would reduce it. And if you can, switch to like green tea first. Like, do everything, ease into it. You don't have to do everything from one day to the next, because that's not realistic. Small baby steps, just like I teach everything, very small steps going forward. Tomorrow I could just do the breakfast. The next day, maybe, I'll reach for my herbal tea instead of coffee. Okay, maybe I'm not ready to do that yet, and I'll have my 1 cup of coffee, and then I'll have herbal tea. So I start drinking more hot fluids.
Okay.
Hot fluids helps the digestive system. It helps things ease out of you as well. And so, yeah, you're basically looking at what you're putting in and what's coming out because that tells you a lot. Okay? If you're straining, that tells you a lot. If you're going the opposite way and there's water clearing, that tells you a lot too.
This reminds me of when I was just a young country bumpkin and I found my first Chinese herbalist, and that was like what he would do. He would feel your pulse, he would look at your tongue, and then he would ask you about number 2. And I remember, again, language barrier, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of having like, all right. He's like, hard, dry, or incomplete. And I was like, wow, I've never thought this much about number 2. But anyway, this man, I have to say, along with Patrick Cunningham, shout out to Patrick. He's a beautiful acupuncturist. He is a teacher at the New England School of Acupuncture, and I found him on my journey to heal myself from my fibroids. So over the course of 2.5 years, I was so blessed to, move to this part of the world, but we have so many, Eastern medicine practitioners. And again, this was all Chinese to me, like literally, like it was so new to me. And I would see this man once a month, and I will just never forget, hard, dry, or incomplete. And it's just been this like joke for years, because it's like, yeah, when it's all of the above, it's not good, okay?
It's true. If you're not waking up and immediately going, like relieving yourself after you wake up, you got to question, why isn't it coming out, and why is it still sitting there? Because actually your body is releasing a lot of toxins that we cannot digest, or the body doesn't want to keep through the urine and through the poopy poop. So and that is, I mean, look, don't be afraid to look.
So toxicity. So how can yoga, let's reel it in. How can yoga help us eliminate toxins from our lifestyle?
So movement gets the digestion going. Breath work, such as breath of fire, also ignites the fire. So when remember, there's warming breaths and there's cooling breaths. During a time of a cleanse, you want to relieve the toxicity. So these cleansing breaths, like Kapalbhati breathing, that's one aspect of pranayama and bringing that helps detoxify the body, helps detoxify the lungs. We also hold a lot of stagnant air at the bottom of our lungs. So doing breath work, sign up with Matt, is very, very important that you get the breath work in. So food, what you're putting in your body, what's coming out of your body. Start to look at, what are you really putting in your body? How much sugar are you eating? How much, starches? People know. You guys know yourselves. You guys know when you're feeling uncomfortable in your bodies. But a lot of us ignore it. And it's time that we stop ignoring and begin to listen. Take a look at, my digestion isn't really feeling well. All those barbecues, all those things that we had during the summer, some of those things are still lingering. Are you heating up honey still? Honey changes composition when you heat it up with heat. It changes chemical composition. So if you're putting it in your tea, it's going to linger in your system and become very sticky and stay there. That's why in Ayurveda,
just like seed oils, you're not supposed to heat seed oils.
Yeah, in Ayurveda, the belief is that honey keeps its properties at room temperature, not, the composition changes when it heats. So when it goes into your system in a natural state, it's fine. But when you mix it into and it becomes something else, yes, it's sweet, but your body interprets it, holds on to it.
Maple syrup for the win.
Maple syrup for the win, yes. And not
Says
just
the girl from
that,
Maine.
but the sticky, that whatever it becomes in the body attracts toxins. And that the ama, what they call it, the toxicity that lingers in the body, it's like a brown sticky substance that won't leave your body. So to the extreme, yes, by the end of a cleanse, you will be, if you're doing a serious cleanse, you will be getting all that stuff out of your system. But to begin by clean eating and really looking at, what are you eating? And remember that raw food is much more difficult to digest than cooked foods. So also taking a look at, do you like broccoli? Well, broccoli may not be a good thing to eat during a cleanse. It's going to bloat you. It's going to give you gas. So taking away kind of like some of those cruciferous vegetables, sweet potato, little bit of potato, Mung beans are high in protein if you're replacing meat. I don't do soybeans, but I just do mung beans. So I just keep it simple. Yellow and red lentils, no green lentils. That makes, you don't want anything that's hard to digest.
Like nightshades, probably no.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So I was always told like eliminate everything white flour, white sugar. Coffee is debatable. Like for me, I have a certain blood type that like it's almost prescribed.
My
one cup
mentor
a day.
doesn't give up coffee. She has her coffee once.
Yeah, helps us
cup
produce
every day.
gastric acid, which then helps us break down food. So again, I think you have to listen to your body, and
You
I think
do.
that's what's like missing in Western medicine is it's like we're this like one pill fits all society, when in reality, if your environment changes, you're changing, your emotions change, like everything that you do on a daily basis should be honoring where you're at.
Also, remember, when you go into a cleanse and you begin to release what the body has been holding on, it's not going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel more tired. Your body's going to ask for more rest. So you really have to plan during a time where you're going to be able to give your body a little rest. Now, I know we all have busy families and everything, but just honoring what the body is asking for, maybe going to bed a little bit earlier than you usually do, not staying up past midnight, maybe skipping a night out to dance. You know what I mean? Like, so even though that's part of it, but you have to give yourself time to cocoon a little bit. Yeah. When you're not, when you're cleansing. You have to honor your body, you have to honor your emotions. The shit's gonna come out. My
no pun intended. Back on the number 2. Let's move
but
our
it's important
body.
to take time to observe and take a look at your lifestyle. This is the time to take a look at your lifestyle. Are you feeling heavy? Are you feeling light? Are you feeling heavy? Where in your life are you feeling the heaviest? And taking a look at that. So, those are things that I also look at in yoga therapy. Is your tongue coated? What does your tongue look like? And it would help to scrape it every day. That's ama, actually toxins on the top of your tongue accumulating. And if you don't scrape them off, they stay there. And I don't mean like brushing and pushing it all around, because brushing, that's what it does. It just pushes it around, you swallow it. Yeah, this is stuff that people don't want to talk about. This is also stuff that I look at in yoga therapy. What's your lifestyle like? I don't ask you to stick out your tongue, but I'm going to know. Cleansing habits. You start to take a look at your cleansing habits. Scraping your tongue, oiling your nose, and staying moisturized. Abhyanga, I've talked about Abhyanga here before, where you oil your body. Dry brushing your skin. I personally have like a sensitivity to like rough, dry brushes, so I use raw silk gloves to dry brush my skin. So you do that before a bath. So you dry brush first, and then warm oil. You can use coconut oil. You can use raw sesame seed oil. Is a little bit on the heavier side. But if you're dry, that is a really good oil to use. And yeah, keep it organic if it's going to be touching your skin. And then, shower, obviously. Like, that's a little routine. Dry brushing, oiling, and gentle massage all on a towel in your bathroom if you can. And then hop in the shower. And it really just, because we also accumulate stuff on the skin, we're constantly leaving dead skin cells, so that really helps too. So we're all cycling, so just think about all that. That was like a lot, a big mouthful of stuff. So those are things that it can get annoying. You're like, oh, I don't want to do this. I want to stay in my routine. I want to eat what I want. I want to drink what I want. I want to do what I want. But it's really a time to begin to broaden the perspective. If you're not feeling well, why are you going to stay uncomfortable in that place? You have to make a change of some sort. And it begins with movement, right? So breath work, movement, what you put in your body, what's outside of your body, and the whole jam, the whole perspective of you. Really, this is you. In the end, you will come out lighter, brighter, and more
Eyes
clear,
wider.
eyes wider, and much more clearer in the mind. You won't feel that fog. Um, and you might get some answers to some of the things that have been popping up, have been bubbling up in the body, out of the emotional body. So it's really a time to put yourself kind of a little bit under the microscope in the sense of your health, you know. And we don't look at that. We go to the doctor when we don't feel well. And what is he going to do? Talk to you about the emotional body? Sorry.
I love you.
All right. So we'll stop there and we'll begin to breathe. So find a comfortable position, whether it's seated or on your back, to access your breath.
Stick it to the man.
I love doctors. No, they're awesome. I love them. But they're never really going to say anything about the subtle body. Unless you have a really good doctor. I have heard some doctors are tapping into that. Okay. So, how have you felt? Have you felt angry? Have you felt stressed? Are you feeling it in your body? Are you feeling heavy in the mind? You can't stop the thoughts. That's also a form of ama, the fluctuations of the mind. So let's begin by beginning to soften the gaze or close your eyes and tap into your breath. Just by the sensation, let the breath come into the body and feel it. And then exhale, feel the exhale. So just notice the breath without judgment. Notice how your heartbeat is beating right now at this moment. Maybe it's beating fast, maybe it's calm. And then let's engage the diaphragm. Deepen the breath, begin to feel the abdomen lift and fill. Feel the chest rise. And on the exhale, feel the fall of the chest, of the abdomen. Inhale nice and deep, filling the abdomen. Really feeling like you're getting that air in all the way to the bottom of that lung as you fill the abdomen. And then slow exhale. And then come to your self-love, come to your heart. What are you grateful for? Inviting you to feel gratitude, love, and joy for what you're grateful for, who you're grateful for. What experience brings in that sensation of, wow, I am so grateful to be here right now. And let it bring a smile to your face. Let that fill your body. Take a deep breath in, exhale out, and then come into your intention with those emotions. Better health, less toxicity, groundedness. What is your heart's desire? What do you want to bring in? And then slowly begin to open your eyes and come back. All right, so thank you for letting me take you there. So wherever you are, I'm going to change positions just because I like to feel the breath in this specific seat. We're going to do Kapalbhati breathing. Kapalbhati is breath of fire, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Doing this every morning, they say, does extend your life. It ignites the fire within, the digestive fire. You can push that out of the way. It's kind of like, it's almost like an effortless breath because you're exhale is the forceful exhale out the nose, and then your inhale becomes natural. And what you're going to feel is you're going to feel your abdomen pull in. So you can close your mouth. I had it slightly relaxed so you could hear it kind of like a but essentially when you're getting into this breath, you're a light breath and a forceful exhale, and that'll automatically get you into that cycle of breath. So if you breathe in and out.
Just while I'm thinking about it, I have those packages in my car still. I fucking didn't have cash on me this morning. Oh my god, what the fuck happened? Huh?
I wonder what happened there.
It looks like somebody just literally spilled a fucking gallon of paint. I just thought to myself, fuck, they shouldn't be in the hot car. But it's not hot. Then I was like, I guess there's no point in both of us going anyway, you know. Oh.
Think of it as short little bursts. And maybe focus on the nose first and that breath, and then you can think about the abdomen. Like if the abdomen movement is in the way, do it first with the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let it go. Come back to normal breathing. And then 5 more. And release. 5 more. And release. And then just let the breath flow in and out. Bring your arms by your side. Take another breath. And on the next breath, inhale the arms up. And exhale, lower. Roll the shoulders. And roll them forward. And then we're going to do one more thing with the digestion. So we're going to bring our hand to where the stomach is, and we're going to massage left, down, and around, so counterclockwise. So if you've eaten today, or maybe, after a meal, going counterclockwise on your abdomen, you're helping the food go down into the digestive system, just easing, a little bit of massage there. You could do this lying down, seated, and then release. All right, so let's find ourselves on our back. And when you're there, let's take the hand to the abdomen again and just give it a little circle just so you get the sensation of what it feels like when you're lying down. And then another quick tip before we continue to move is after you've eaten, if you can lie on your left side for 20 minutes, that also aids digestion. All right, take a full body stretch. Bring knees into chest. Nice exhale as you bring them in. And then let's take the hands on the knees and rock side to side, and then we can take the knees into a circle. Both directions. So the movement is also going to aid in releasing what's already in the body, just more so. And then rock side to side. Take the legs up to the sky. Arms by your side. Palms up. Point and flex. Point and flex and rotate the ankles. And then float the feet down, take the arms wide, shoulder height. Give space to the feet. I like to go about the width of the mat and take the knees side to side. Take it slow, depending on what you're sensing. You might feel a little tightness in the hips. And then come to center. We're going to do a side stretch by walking the feet to the right side, and the arms are going to come over the head and also walk to the left, to the right side. So the same side, you're getting a left side body stretch. So arms to the right side, legs to the right side. And then you're going to come back to center and switch everything to the left side. You can even cross the leg if you'd like. Sometimes that can feel a little funky on the hip, so just be mindful of that if you cross. And then come back to center and bring the knees into chest, bring forehead to knee. Exhale, touch the forehead and extend out, take a full body stretch. Inhale as you take the extension. Exhale as you come in. Take the forehead towards the knee and squeeze in. One more. Inhale. Extend the body. Exhale. Bring it all in, forehead to knee. Then release everything back on the mat. Take the arms by your side. Butterfly, soles of the feet together. Let the legs butterfly. Let it flutter. And if you want to place your arms in a cactus position, you can, to open up the front side body. And I'm going to give you a little breath release here, okay? So this is going to be kind of funny too, and it's what my lips were so relaxed that you could kind of hear the right out. So we're going to do a little horse breath here, okay? So on the inhale, take a nice deep breath in, loosen the lips, and take a nice deep breath in. And laugh if you want, because that's always medicine for the soul too. It's always good to laugh. Nice deep breath in. Have you ever heard of laughing yoga? Mm-hmm. It's really funny. All right, breathe in. Okay, 2 more just like that. That's how it should sound. It's a long breath. Take a full body stretch when you're done. And bring knees into chest and rock side to side. All right. Ah. Oh, yeah, I don't, well, yeah, no, I haven't done goat yoga, both directions. So knees in a circular way. All right, so let's take our arms to a full T, and then knees are bent, feet are flat, take the knees to the right side, take the gaze to the left side. Let the knees fall all the way as far as they can to the right side. And you can still do the breath if you want. It's really a release, and it relaxes the body. And then come back to center, take the knees to the left side. Take the gaze to the right side. Sorry, my mind was lingering in laughing yoga because it is really a funny experience. Laughter is contagious. Come back to center, and let's take, if you want to rock up and down, great. If not, just roll over to your right side, and let's lift up. Come to a tabletop position in the middle of your mat. Stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And let's cat-cow together. On the inhale, abdomen's going to fall, tail's going to tilt, and you're going to take the gaze up to the sky. On the exhale, you can either, if you feel comfortable, just a neutral spine, that's good. If rounding is uncomfortable. Otherwise, round in. Inhale, extend, take the gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, either find neutral spine or tuck in, chin tucks, tail tucks. Press the mat away. Continue, find the flow with your breath. You can also do this seated. So, and you're probably asking, Anna, we move our bodies all the time, aren't we? Aren't we releasing toxins all the time? Yes. But there are toxins that linger much longer that need more work on our part to get rid of than just movement. And then come back to center, circle the hips. Both directions. And then let's lengthen here, tuck the toes, let's take a puppy pose. So lengthen the arms forward. And begin to shift the hips back, take the gaze to the top of the mat, and then melt the heart, take the gaze down, lengthen. You can tent the fingers here if you want to deepen the stretch into the arms. One more breath. And feel free to horse lip. And then bring the hands back. So horse lips or not, sighing through the mouth is wonderful. So let's take a nice deep breath here, and we're going to fog the mirror. And then let's come into a Sphinx pose because I got another breath for you, okay? And I won't face the camera for this one. All right, so Sphinx pose, take the feet wide. Elbows are right underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide. And then take a nice deep breath so that you can slide the heart forward, press the feet into the floor. Okay, so here's the breath. It's going to be lion's breath. Lion's breath is a detoxifying breath. So you're going to inhale, and then the high is going to be a wide okay? Nice deep breath in. Inhale. Activate the legs. 2 more. 1 more. And if someone's laughing at you, that's okay. All right, from here, bring the body down, arms by your side, bend the knees, take the head to the right side, and windshield wiper side to side. Come back to center, take the head to the opposite side, and bend the knees, windshield wiper side to side. and then come back to center. We're going to lift the heart and reach back. So on the inhale, lift the heart, lift the head, reach back like you're going to reach for your feet. If you can reach your feet, a little bow, and then come down. Remember, it's not a requirement to do the full posture. Take your head to the right side, resting your head on the left side. So left cheek to mat. And then come back to center, bring the chin back to center, bend the knees. And on the inhale, you're going to reach and lift the heart, reach the feet, or just reach and then come back down on the exhale. Very short movements. Come back to center. Let's do full locust. So bring the feet closer together. On the inhale, this is back strengthening as well. We're going to inhale and lift all the limbs off of the floor. Arms lift, legs lift, everything lifts, and then exhale, lower everything down. Take the left cheek to mat. Come back to center and take the next breath and second set. Inhale. Arms lift, legs lift, lift a little higher and come back down and take right cheek to mat. Bring hands underneath the shoulders. Take the chin back to center, tuck the toes, a gentle lift of the body. Bring the knees to the width of the mat. Let's take a child's pose. Let the toes touch and lengthen the arms forward. One more breath. Lift the gaze, slide right hand under left, threading the needle here, and rest on your right side. Option here to take that left arm and rotate it behind you so you can bring your arm behind your back. You can also do a little mudra, bringing the index fingers and thumbs together if you'd like with both hands or just one. And then release that left arm to gently lift, extend it forward, take that right arm forward. And then spread the fingers nice and wide, gently press your hips back like you're pressing the mat away and take a bow. And then inhale, slide left arm underneath right and rest on the left side of the head. Begin to lift, slide that left arm out, and again, press the mat away, pressing the hips back, and walk the hands back. Bring yourself back to a tabletop position, and let's come to a downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, press up and back, press the heart towards the thighs, level the head with the arms, walk it out, lengthening those hamstrings. So heels do not have to touch the mat, but lengthen the heels towards the mat so that you can lengthen those hamstrings. Bend the knees deeply just to create a little bit different movement, a little flexion here, and then extend the heels back down. Lift the heels, and then we lift the gaze between the hands. Lift the hips a little higher so you can walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Ragdoll here. And remember, if this doesn't feel comfortable, just lift the body up a little bit so that you can find a little bit more comfort in this move. You can grab elbow to elbow if you'd like, a little bounce, a little sway. If your hands are touching the ground, bring the hands behind your ankles, heels, Lower the head down. Take a nice deep breath. Bend the knees so your torso's on your thighs. Another deep breath, and on the exhale, gently press the knees away. Bring the crown a little lower towards the earth. And release. Bring the hands on the shins. Take a half lift. Tilt the tail, pull navel in, draw the shoulders back. And then let's root to rise together. Bring the arms all the way up. Let the palms touch. Bend the elbows. Bring those hands behind your head, neck, shoulders. One more breath. Inhale, release, swan dive down, forward fold. Bend one knee, then the other. Hands on the shins, take a deep breath for your half lift. Exhale, plant palms, right foot steps back. Take that knee down and inhale, arms come up. Let's cactus arms here so we can open up the chest and then reach back up and then lower the arms. Bracket that front foot, ground the right palm and inhale that left arm up. So you could do this with that right knee down, or you can tuck the toes and lift that back knee for a little balance. And then you want to make sure that your hand is looking like a paddle, very even with your arm, so it's not, the wrists aren't tilting, so that you reach that energy up to the sky, and then lower that left arm. From here, let's step it back, drop the knees, inhale, shift the hips back. Exhale, let's sweep it forward, take an up dog. Press to your down dog. Heart towards the thighs, walk it out. And then lift the hips up so you can begin to step forward, forward fold, top of your mat. Hands on the shins, take a half lift, tilting the tail, navel in, lengthening, feeling that spine lengthen through the crown, and then let's reach up together, palms touch, palms come to heart. Inhale, reach back up, reach back, press the hips forward. Let's take a swan dive down, forward fold. Plant the palms, left foot steps back, drop the knee, inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, bracket that front foot. Plant that left palm. Inhale, that right arm up. Again, remember you can tuck the toes and lift that back knee. And then lower everything back down. All right. Lift that back knee, step it back. Drop both knees, shift hips back. Lengthen the arms. Inhale, sweep forward. And exhale. Inhale, press to your down dog. And exhale, hot out the mouth. Or horse lips or lions. Wow, so many breaths. You're breathing. Beautiful. Any type of breath, exhale it through the mouth. Lift the heels. Bend the knees and drop the knees down. Untuck the toes, walk the hands back. Inhale the arms up and lower them down. All right. We're going to take a nice deep breath in and lengthen, lift those arms up. Exhale, lower down. We're going to ground that right palm. Extend that left leg. Parallel the foot and inhale that left arm over. Option here to lift and lean into that palm, that right palm, and arch over. Come back down. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, lower. You could totally skip this and just stay nice and sitting and just taking the arms over. And then come back to center, bring that leg back, adjust, ground left palm, extend that right leg out, and inhale that right arm over the right ear, and then lower down. Inhale, bring that right arm over and lower. And then one more, reach, lifting the hips up, and exhale, lower. Bring everything back to the mat. Take a nice deep breath, lift the hips up, gently reaching back, and cactus arms here. Reach back up, lower down, lower the arms by your side. Shift the hips to one side of the heels so that you can swing the legs around and come to the center of your mat. Extend legs forward, slide the hands, and reach for wherever the hands land. So we're just going to slide the hands and then reach. Take a nice deep breath and lengthen. Exhale, a hinge at the hips. Just go as far as keeping the spine nice and long without rounding. So I'm going to hook my fingers into my toes here just because I love this grip, is a little hook grip around the toes. It also stimulates the little meridians in the feet. And take a nice deep breath and lengthen here. Exhale and forward fold. So if you're not reaching, it's totally okay to bend the knees and take the hands to the outsides of the feet or peace finger your toes. Press out just a little bit so that you can lengthen and do the same thing. And then as you continue to practice, eventually the feet will slide, because mine never used to extend like this, and you will forward fold. This posture is a great posture for spinal alignment. At least it has helped me that way. And then release. Arms come up, and let's lower them down. Take right sole of the foot to the inside of the thigh. A nice reach up, turn towards that thigh and reach. We'll just do a little flow here. Come back up. And then exhale, bow. Come back up and switch. Lower arms, opposite, left sole of the foot. Extend right leg, flex right foot, inhale arms, turn towards that right thigh, and exhale, hinge. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, come back up. Lower the arms by your side, bend the knees, support your body, windshield wiper, just taking your hands behind you. And then come down to our backs. Take the knees into chest. Take the legs up to the sky. Find your happy baby if you'd like, or any last movements that you would like to make. Feel free to do so. You can take another twist. You can just take the legs up to the sky. You can butterfly. And then find your final resting pose. Let the arms come by your side. Take the palms up so that you can keep the heart open, maybe tucking the shoulders underneath the body, letting the toes fall open, softening your gaze or closing your eyes. And coming back to your breath. So remember, you can stay here as long as you like. We have a few more minutes here. Allow the body to soften into the earth. Let her receive what isn't serving you, which is the release of whatever you need to release from your physical body, from your emotional body, even from your breath body as you release those toxins from the lower lung. Let her replenish you, replacing any unwanted energy as she takes it all in to replenish you with what you need. Let the eyes sink into their sockets and the jaw relax. Tongue relaxes at the back of the mouth. Come back to your intention, your smiling heart full of love, gratitude, and joy. To remember to tap into your intention always. What are you grateful for? Begin to slowly wiggle toes and fingers. Slowly waking the body up, taking that nice breath in deeply. If it feels good to lengthen the body in a full body stretch, you can do that. You can also take knees into chest and rock side to side. And then roll over to your right side, cradle your head for a moment. And then gently walk yourself back up to seated when you're ready. Hands at the heart, please. In closing class together today, I just want to share my appreciation for how we release toxicity on our mats, even through laughter. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you for watching. Hands to our third eye to remind us to think kindly and compassionately. To our lips to speak our truth with kindness and compassion. And to our hearts to remind us to live in our fullest of intentions through love, joy, and gratitude. Namaste.